Hello, you are welcome. In this video, we are going to solve this exponential problem. We have t to the power of t to the power of 3 equals 36. We are solving for the value of t that satisfies this equation. Now, if we raise this to the power of 3, we are going to have something like this, t power 3. We raise it to the power of 3 because we have 3 here. And we raise 36 to the power of 3. Because we have done it here, we are doing it here again. Now, here comes the trick. Look at it here. If you have a to the power of x, and this is raised to the power of y, this equals a to the power of x times y. You multiply this. And also, this equals a to the power of y times x. So x times y is the same as y times x. And this also equals a power y all to the power of x. If you look at all these transitions from x power y to x times y to y times x to a power y power x, have you seen all the different transitions? That is exactly what we are going to do here. Now, this is t to the power of t to the power of 3. We can call this t power 3, the exponent here. We can take it as our x. This x right here, this x, let it be this t power 3. And remember, we still have our t right here. So this is this x here. Have you seen it? Now, this 3 that is here becomes this y here. Let me write y here. Have you seen it? So, we can switch this based on this particular last identity that you have here. Based on this one here. The y comes in and the x is outside. So we can take this, since t power 3 is our x, we can take this outside the bracket, and this y here that is this our 3, we can take it in. Have you seen it? So this whole thing is, we are making use of this identity, which is this, and we are making use of this other identity to get the final product. So this is what we are going to get at the end. At the end of these transitions, we are going to have t to the power of 3. This 3 here is the one that we have taken in. And this is raised to the power of, we have taken this t power 3, which is the x out. Remember, we have taken the x out, so you are going to have t to the power of 3. Have you seen that transition? And this equals 36 to the power of 3. If you are able to understand up to this particular point, that means you can solve this particular problem. Because from here, everything is simple. Now that we have gotten t power 3 here, we have t power 3. And this is 36 power 3. So the next thing we are going to do is to ensure that we express this 36 power 3 in the form of this. That means it must be the same. What we have at the base must be the same as what we have at the exponent. If we can achieve that, we are able to compare. We are going to compare the exponents, because what we have here is exactly what we have here. So we need to express this so that it will be the same like this. We have t power 3 raised to the power of t power 3, and this equals, here is 36. 36 is a perfect square, which is 6 to the power of 2. And this is raised to the power of 3. Have you seen it? Now, this leads us to the same identity right here. If you have a power x power y, this equals x times y. So we can multiply the exponent following this other identity. Have you seen it? So we are now going to multiply this out. That means we are going to have t to the power of 3. This is raised to the power of t to the power of 3. And this equals 6 to the power of 6. At this point, if you understand it to this level, that means you have gotten it right. because right now this is 6 and this is 6. This is t power 3 and this is t power 3. We have almost solved this particular problem. So the next thing we are going to do is to compare, because what we have here is exactly what we have here, and what we have here is exactly what we have at the exponent. So that means we are now going to have something like this. T power 3, we can compare the exponent, equals 6. Remember, if you have a power n equals a power m, you can compare this n and m. That means n equals m. Have you seen it? So t power 3, we are comparing this. T power 3 equals 6. So the next thing we are going to do at this particular point is to solve for t right here. So we need to eliminate this exponent, that is 3. And for us to eliminate that exponent, we can raise the power to 1 over 3. We have t power 3 to the power of 1 over 3 equals 6 power 1 over 3. So we go back to the same identity that we multiply the exponent. And at this particular point, we are going to have t to the power of 3 times 1. We have 3 over 3 equals 6 to the power of 1 over 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. We have t equals 6 to the power of 1 over 3. Now at this particular point, if you have a power 1 over n, this equals the n root of a. So 6 power 1 over 3 simply means we are going to have t equals the cube root of 6. So this is our final answer. Now the next thing we are going to do is to check as usual. So we check if that answer will satisfy that equation. Remember, we have t power 3 equals 36, and our t equals 6 power 1 over 3, or cube root of 3, or cube root of 6. So we are going to insert 6 power 1 over 3 wherever we have t right here. So we have 6 power 1 over 3. This is our first t, raised to the power of, we have, when you use bracket, we have 6 power 1 over 3. And this time around, let me write it well. And this time around, we are going to raise it to the power of 3. Is this equals 36? Question mark. Now, this is what we are going to do. Let's multiply this exponent based on this identity of a power n, or to the power of m equals a power n times m. We multiply 1 over 3 by 3, so we are going to have 6 power 1 over 3 to the power of 6 power 1 over 3 times 3, we are going to have 3 over 3, that is 1. And this equals 36? Question mark. Now, we have only 6 power 1 is the same thing as 6, so we can as well eliminate the 1 because 6 power 1 is the same thing as 6. We apply the same identity right here. So we are going to have 6 power 1 over 3 to the power of 6, which is the same thing as 6 power 6 over 3. Is this equals 36? Question mark. So from here we have 6 divided by 3, that is 2. So we are going to have 6 power 2 equals 36. So finally, we have 6 squared, that is 6 times 6, and we have 36 equals 36. So that means the answer is very correct, and that is the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends. Thank you and goodbye.